7 Sport hope you're enjoying this match as part of the Coca-Cola AFL Premiership Season 2000.
And welcome back behind us, the Brisbane Roons. Mark Thompson, coach of Geelong, with us. Thanks for coming in, Bomber.
Yeah, no worries, Bruce.
Those last two goals were damaging, I feel, don't you?
Yeah, look, North have an ability to kick quick goals, and two going in just before half-time, very important.
We'll get on to your game shortly, but you were with Denis Pagan last year in a premiership year. You must know him pretty well. I mean, it's been a tough 7 days for him.
I think it's been a tough year for him, really, and last week didn't help, did it, with the Abraham incident and getting beaten by Essendon so easily. It definitely would have been one team that he would have liked to perform better against.
Did you see him in that time at Arden Street with his back firmly against the wall and how he responded?
No, I think last year we had a fairly easy year. It just seemed to work out for North Melbourne, and there wasn't any crises or anything like that, and it was just smooth sailing, really.
Well, they've done the job so far. You were pretty critical about the Colonial ground over last week in particular, and what we've seen so far in the first half, it doesn't look as if that outer wing's much better tonight.
No, our players just kept making mistakes in that part of the ground. They kept falling over, and they seem to be falling over again tonight. It just looks a little bit dangerous, and it's just not good for footy, really.
The other man that you know so well about is Kevin Sheedy, isn't it? I mean, you're the last premiership captain. Maybe that won't last too long. Yeah. I'm not too sure.
Might get taken off me this year, mightn't it, Bruce?
How's he done it? I mean, 19 years. We've seen Denis after 7 years being investigated by everybody week in and week out. How's he done it?
Well, it wasn't as though Kevin's hasn't been investigated, has he? He's just survived. He's just a very flexible person. He's open, and he just keeps changing his staff and changing his players, and he's a very creative person.
He's played the mind games really well this year, hasn't he?
Oh, he's the greatest politician ever.
Bomber, you've got your two boys with you tonight. They're not. There they are. Gee,
Daniel and Michael.
Look, how old are we, Bomber?
They're Daniel's 6, the young one, and the one on the Michael's 8.
They'll be at Optus Oval on Sunday to watch number 2 play number 3. Carlton play Geelong.
Yeah, absolutely. They break for the Cats now, and it's just terrific to actually see them follow footy.
You're third on the table, and you've talked about earning some respect. You feel as if you haven't quite been given enough so far this year.
Well, I just think it's a culture with Geelong. I don't want people to write us up and overrate us, but I just felt that when we lost a couple of games, people were just really quick to jump on and say, oh, the 9 games losing streak's going to come again, and there goes Geelong again, their season's over. I just felt that was a bit unfair, and I'm just so happy that we won the last 2 games and we're on the positive streak again. Good luck Sunday. You must be enjoying the year. King versus Allen, a big duel. You've lost Kilpatrick, haven't you, from the game? Yeah, Kilpatrick's not going to play on the weekend. And Sexton's out for Carlton, we've been told as well. Yeah, that's what my little spy has said. Well, I'm sure your little spy is right. Speaking of spies, Hutto, have you been able to spy down in the Lions room at half-time?
Well, it's no panic here, Bruce, but Lee Matthews has just taken the players aside and talked about lack of discipline. I guess he's also laid it on the line too, said that, they have to show him that they really are a team to be reckoned with this year. I think when they start the second half, they'll probably still go back to their original lineup, but if that doesn't make an impact, it could be quite a big reshuffle as far as positions are concerned.
Thanks for that, Hutto. Let's have a look what's coming up on Sunday. Rex and Dipper and the panel with David King from this game, and then Stuart Lowe, Woden and Crode, Shane and Trent. And then game day with John Longmire, Todd Viney and Tony Shaw, with features on some of the great players in the game, including Buddha, Gary Hocking from the Geelong Footy Club. So that's the situation at half-time. It's a 34-point margin. The Kangaroos in front of the Lions.